Hi, everybody. Thank you for coming back for another episode of Journals and Such by Kathy. Today I am making wax melts, and I figured while I'm, doing this, I'll take you along for the process and maybe we can share some inspiration along the way. So just to share with you my quick setup here, I have got my little fire thing. I've got a tea light lighting my bowl. Not the most efficient way to do it. If this is something that you're going to do for if you're gonna have like a whole session of doing this, then I would definitely suggest a stronger, hotter candle that would burn a little bit longer than a tea light. I don't ever do this for very long at a time. Usually it's just, doing a couple of them and calling it good. So the tea light works okay for me, but there are still some times that it's like, okay, that, that light burned out too early. So I've got my pot of wax melting up here. I think it's just about ready. I have this very technical safety pin that I will stir that around a little bit, get the colors mixed up. A lot of creators will use one singular color when they're doing their melts. I like to mix and match and kind of see what comes together because, like you can see here, this is some green and some blue, and I don't know what kind of journals I'm going to be using these in yet, and I think that that just helps keep the possibilities open. And then, like, we have this one is marbled gold and red and some copper in there with a sunflower. I just think that's absolutely gorgeous. So we are going to start with the sunflower. And I've got of course, my wooden handled stamper that you just, screw that into. And I have this mold, which keeps them nice and round. When I had originally started doing these, I didn't use anything and they just kind of blobbed out and they weren't pretty. So this is actually quite a bit of wax in here. So I'm not going to use the whole thing with this pour, just a little bit. And then I wait for that to set for a second. Look how pretty that is with the copper and the gold metallic in there. And then I take my stamper, like I said, in this case it's the sunflower. And after that has set for just a couple of seconds, I carefully, very, very carefully press my stamper into it. And I try to work to get it as a circle as I'm pressing it, so it's not too far to one side. If I need to hold it in place for a second, I will. This is what happens when you have too much wax. It's got, quite that lip on there. I haven't decided if I'm going to melt this down and reuse it or just, go with how it is. So that's one of the things of having too much wax. And, this one obviously squeezed out underneath the mold. So after this has had a second to set up a little bit, I don't take the stamper off. What I will do is kind of twist this mold a little bit, make sure everything is good, lift that mold off, and then because I don't want to wait for the sunflower to be ready, I will just go ahead and twist off the handle and go on to my next one, which is going to be this beautiful rose. Look how pretty that one is. It's got the detailing around like a frame for it. So I'm going to screw that on there. Let's see. Oh, no, there's not quite enough wax there for the next one. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab a couple of colors here. And usually I will do this when I'm pouring that one just to give it a chance to melt, but I got to yapping and I forgot to do it. So also, before I get ready to use these or before I, toss them in my mass make pile, I have got these 3-inch circle. These are double-sided adhesive. So this is adhesive on this side. Oops. And then I'll take that and just stick it right there so that when the time comes to use it, that's all pressed down and good. I can just take that backing off and it's got the adhesive on there for me and I don't have to worry about glue or trying to find something when I'm ready to use this. So that one is ready to go in my stash. The other stampers that I have here as we're waiting for that to melt, I have this fun little strawberry. Of course, that's not going to work with that 3-inch circle adhesive that I just showed you, but got the strawberry, got this other beautiful rose with the leaves, and it's got a little star down here, and some more detailing around the outside of it. This one's like a tree of life type one. This is a flower, another little flower. This is like some tulips or some like cattails or something like that. And then this one got some butterflies. This one I actually have a really hard time stamping because I think it's because it's so detailed it doesn't come out very well, but I'm still practicing on that one. So our wax over here is all set. Let's give that a quick stir. Get everybody incorporated. And then, so we've got this guy. Take that, pour it just a little bit. And while we're waiting for this to set up for a couple of seconds, I'm going to go ahead and toss some other wax melt colors in there. Looks like we've got 2 peach and a green. We'll stick that right in there. I got this package of wax melts, I believe, off of Amazon. I'm not entirely sure because, like most crafters, I get stuff from all over the place. So that, I don't know if I got quite enough wax in there, but we'll see. And that is a nice thing. If these don't work out, then you can always remelt them, right? So, and here's our little sunflower. Let's see if I can get him off of there. This is just laminated paper backing that I'm using. That is sticking really well tonight. And that is, usually it comes off really easily, and it's to protect my work surface. I think I might have actual laminate on there instead of just backing, but that's okay. So that's what I'm doing tonight. What are you guys doing tonight? I would love for you to let me know in the comments what's going on. This, for reference, is February 14th. This is Valentine's Day. And my little is hanging out with her dad. And I am doing this for a little bit. And then pretty soon I work overnights. So I'm going to be getting ready for work here pretty soon. But for right now, this is what I'm doing. I got that. If you see the soot on the back of my bowl here, that is because I am using that tea light kind of close to it. So it's getting very sooted, and that would be remedied if my tea light wasn't so close to the bowl. It's just because it's so close. Now I'm going to use the strawberry because I don't think I got quite enough wax here for anything else. We're just going to squish that out. Toss some more colors in there. How about some purple? Got a couple of blue. The only thing with these smaller melts is they do melt faster, but you need more of them, which is fine. I just tend to forget sometimes and end up with small seals. So yeah, so that is my process of doing these. I find it kind of relaxing. It's fun to see all the colors that come when you're just like, because generally what I will do is just grab a few of these, stick them in there and see what happens. I generally don't have a rhyme or reason because like I said, I don't know what kind of journals I'm going to be using these in or what type of projects these are going to be used for. So it helps to have a variety on hand ready to go. This was another set of waxes that I got that I just, melted down and just kind of saw what came out of it. And look how pretty and jewel tone those are. There's that flower. And so I have that one. I've got these peach ones here. I don't know how well you can see those with the reflection. See if I can open it for you here real quick. And it's, if you have that beautiful sunflower, more of a floral or more romantic or more spring or even fall with these colors, it works really, really well for that, where that other one could be a fall or a winter journal. So I did have enough of that strawberry, not quite, but and then this set actually had some white in it when I was working with it, and so that was fun making like marble looking ones. Like I said, it's just fun to just relax a little bit and randomly pick some colors and, you know, just kind of see what comes out. I'm going to go ahead and do a tree here real quick with all these beautiful colors over there, and we'll see how that turns out. This one, I don't know if you noticed, I didn't stir it up before pouring it. Sometimes it's fun just to keep the colors a little bit separate and see what happens when you pour them. Not everything has to be mixed. Not everything has to be the same color. One of the things about when I journal, I don't have like an aesthetic like a lot of creators do. I kind of just go with what I like at any given moment. Sometimes it's dolphins, sometimes it's mermaids, sometimes it's murder mystery. You never know. Um, and you know, so it's because I don't know what direction I'm going to go in most of the time. I try to keep a variety of things on hand. And even with murder mystery, if you can, you know, incorporate that beautiful sunflowers in there, that it's not going to be out of place, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Let's see if we can go a couple of silver, which I just realized that was silver and not gray like I thought it was originally. And some of these like bronzy copper red things. And, you know, let's toss a dark blue in there just to see what happens. Take that mold off. And I think next we will try, you know, let's try the butterfly when that melts. I think that'll be pretty. So a little bit about me. Like I mentioned, I have a little. She is 7 and she's in first grade, and she is so funny. She makes me laugh all the time. She's just absolutely awesome. I have 2 older kids as well. One is 20. She'll be 21 in just a few weeks. She is at college studying digital animation and game design, and she has known what she has wanted to do since she was about 11 or 12. She's wanted to do video game design, you know, forever and ever, and I'm so jealous because I am 47 and I don't know what I want to do with my life yet. Um, she's amazing. She's so smart, and she's polite, and she's helpful. Um, she's she's my baby girl. Even though she's the oldest of my 3 children. I have a son. He is going to be, well, he's not going to be 20 for another couple of months. He is, you know, just working on trying to figure out life right now. He went to pharmacy school. He enjoyed that. He went to culinary school for a little bit, and he seemed to enjoy that. And now he's actually training to be a boxer. And I know that he'll do great things with that too. It's never been a question. So we got a silver and red. There we go. Let's see how that butterfly presses out with that silver, and that's really pretty. Silver and red, it kind of actually reminds me of a car. But yeah, my son is one of the funniest people I have ever met. He is so quick-witted. It's just amazing. I don't know how his brain works that fast. He certainly didn't get that from me. And I think, let's see how this one turned out. So we've got our tree over here. I would take these off, but these seem to be really sticking to my backing here tonight. So I will take those off camera. But so we've got this rose, got a sunflower, got a strawberry over here, got the tree here. And I'll show you an example This one. Another sunflower. This is what happens when you try to take them off the backing before they're actually set. I don't know if you see the wax there kind of pulled away. So I'm going to have to take like my craft knife and just kind of cut that off before I put the adhesive on it. Not a big deal, but just something to watch out for if you're doing this. So when you're doing these wax seals, just take your time, have fun with it. You make sure you have enough wax when you're doing it. Like this strawberry, I might go ahead and melt that down again just because it's so thin over here and I didn't quite center the press correctly. But I might not. I might leave it. You never know how things are going to shake out and how they're going to be used. But, if you don't like it, melt it down, do it again. And I think that's why a lot of creators like to have just, like to work with one solid color until it's done, is because it's that way it's easier, so you don't have to like clean out your bowl and, in between in between presses if you want to redo it. Oh, look at that. That's the butterfly one. It turned out okay that time. It's the first time I've had it, impressed that good. Usually it's kind of chunky and it doesn't come through very well. Like that one is okay, but it's missing quite a bit of the detail over here on this side of the wing. And sometimes what I will do is go through either with a gold or a silver, some kind of metallic marker, and just highlight some pieces of that. Sometimes I will just leave it the way it is. Again, just depending on what you're doing for your for your journal. It's like whatever works, and sometimes I'll just leave them blank until I use them in a journal to see, what do I want something to stand out? Do I want something gilded? Do I not? It's really hard to tell when you don't have like a pattern of what you do, I guess. This is going to be the last one I'm going to pour tonight because I got to get ready for work. But that blue is so pretty with the residual silver that's in there. So I wanted to see how that would look. Now, when I get done with that, you can see all the soot that's on the bottom of that. Once my bowl cools a little bit, I have a paper towel that I will wipe that off and get that all cleaned up and stuff, so that next time I do this, it won't catch on fire, because that would be bad. So now we're going to do this rose one with the framing around it. Let's see how that one works. Placing it carefully on the wax, making sure it gets a good set. Okay, I'm going to leave it there for a few minutes. I saw another video, and I'm going to try it in a little bit, making journals out of cardboard boxes, which is one of those ideas that is like absolutely brilliant. And of course, as all brilliant ideas, it's nothing that hit me. So I had to, I was looking at that and I'm like, that is really cool. So I think that'll be my next project, is making a journal out of a box. When I say a box, I mean like a cracker box or a cereal box. A cereal box would be really big, but a cracker box, a spaghetti box, a macaroni box, that kind of thing. That is, so it'll have like a nice spine on it, a nice edging. And she showed us how to do a no-sew binding, which I think is pretty intriguing as well. There we go. We got that blue rose there. That did not impress very well. But again, never knowing what kind of journal you're going to make, I keep my mistakes just in case. So thank you for stopping by, you guys. I appreciate you being here. I know that you can do just about anything else that you want to with your day, and I appreciate you being here. So thank you very much. Like, subscribe, share, all the fun YouTube things, and I'll see you next time.